were allegedly stolen from the funeral parlor. But with me here, I've got one of the people who came here to sort of, we will ask him questions on why is he here, because he's saying that they are here to assist the families and also the funeral parlor. Thank you, sir, for your time. Tell us, why are you here? There's a problem here. 3 bodies have disappeared from this particular funeral parlor. Tell us why you're here.
I'm basically here in my capacity as a chairman of an organization that was assisting government with the drafting of documentation in terms of the regulation of the funeral industry and the ombudsman, and of course representing the public in this matter, because they are the affected parties, to assist them and to guide the authorities in enabling them to obtain clarity and information in terms of where the deceased are at the moment and giving guidelines and support. We can say that the police has created a task team in terms of doing what they're supposed to do, and we've just given guidelines on where they could look and where they don't have to look, because of our experience within the funeral industry and also assisting traumatized families.
Mr. Rousseau, the place seems to be so secured when we're looking at it from outside. How can the bodies of 3 people disappear in the night? Where was the security? What have you found?
Well, our preliminary investigations is that the security guard was unfortunately assaulted, and we can't give answers much to that effect, because the SAPS made these statements long before we even spoke to the media, because the media normally speaks to us as a concerned party about these matters and getting our opinion. So I'm basically just here giving our opinion and giving support to the families, and then trying to see how can we resolve the matter to enable the families to get their deceased back.
We understand that there's a private investigations taking place, and also the police are doing their investigations here.
Yes, it's not a matter of a private investigation. I think the funeral parlor went to the extent of getting private entities involved to assist them to get closure for the family. So it's not a private initiative. It was just to try and speed up the processes, because we must understand it's not only the families that's been traumatized, but also the reputation of the funeral parlor. But we could state up front that the police are doing their best, and the funeral parlor that's implicated in the process is one, if not one of the best that we've seen.
We spoke with some community members here who are concerned about what happened. Some of them have got members here, and obviously communities around here, from here in town to the villages, people are reeling.
Well, I believe that the families can trust the ability of the funeral parlor involved, and that is doing everything in his possibly to try and resolve the matters. Yes, there is concerns, but we must also keep in mind that there's sensitive matters that we can't make public at this point in time, because it is under investigation.
Mr. Rousseau, are you an investigator, or are you trying to help out people here?
No,
just explain to our viewers.
Okay, so the viewers must understand that we've been involved in the regulation part of the funeral industry. There are gaps and challenges. There is no ombudsman, and what recourse does the family have if someone doesn't intervene to try and assist them? And I think that's the role that we're trying to fulfill. We do not have the mandate or the authority in terms of government to act. We are just merely here to act as an intermediary to try and see, and we're not there to promote or to promote an organization or a company or anyone. We're merely here to trying to provide the support that's needed.
Obviously, the communities out there will say that they are suspecting a foul play. How can, in this place, the safest place, a very secure place?
Well, I can't elaborate on that. We need to leave that up to the police to do the investigations, and we need to state it up front that the police made this case known long before anyone was interviewed by the media or by anyone else, which I think has created a hype which is not necessary, because evidence could disappear in the process.
The Josh Smith kidnapping and human trafficking